Hello everybody out there, and welcome to my new DVD update. I have not done one in about 2 months, actually over 2 months. Again, it's usually because I don't feel like I have enough stuff to talk about, and then up until maybe the last couple weeks, I didn't actually have much to talk about. This collection video is actually mostly DVDs. I would show you... It's mostly DVDs. I would show you, but you'll see in a moment. So I'm going to start with DVDs. Alright, the reason I have so many DVDs this week, or this update, is because I spent a lot of money, not a lot of money, but a lot of time buying up some cheaper DVDs from used DVD stores and stuff, because a lot of the times, a lot of these I haven't seen yet and I wanted to see and they were cheap, so I'll just start right now. First one up here we have is Charlie's Angels. This is season 1. I've never seen the show before, but it's Mill Creek, so I got it super cheap, like $3. So I bought it. I watched the first episode, and that's pretty much all I've watched. It was okay. With these Mill Creek releases, I never feel like I spend much money, or I waste money, because even if I don't like it, what did I spend? $3? Who cares? So yeah. So I never really feel like I waste money or anything. So that's that. Next one up is one of the used DVDs I bought. This is Very Bad Things. This is a movie that came out in the late 90s. I remember renting it from a small video store in my house. It's gone now. And, you know, I don't know, it's not the best movie in the world, but it's one of those movies that just kind of grows on me, and it has over time, and I think I've come to appreciate it a little bit more now that I'm older. But yeah, this is a cool movie. Most of these I haven't watched yet, so I can't even really comment, but this is a movie about, I think it was Christian Slater's character is going to get married to Cameron Diaz, and they go off on a bachelor party, and then they accidentally kill a hooker, and then they hide the body, and the entire movie is just, you know, them coping with the guilt and stuff like that over it. So I got it for $3, so whatever. Next up is Heartbreakers. This is a movie this is actually, the place I went to had like a buy 5, get the 6th free, I think, or buy 4, get the 5th free, I can't remember. And this was the last one I picked up. I couldn't find one, so I picked this up. This is a movie I saw a long time ago. I really don't remember much about this movie. If I remember correctly, Sigourney Weaver and Jennifer Love Hewitt are gold diggers, I guess. And they just, like, coax men out of money or something. I really honestly don't remember much about this movie. I haven't watched it, but I saw it a long time ago. And interestingly enough, it got 2 thumbs up from Ebert and Roper, so that's interesting. Next up is Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo. This is a movie that I owned and then sold because I was going to buy the special edition that came out. And then I realized the special edition was, you know, crappy, so I didn't care about it anymore, so I never repurchased it, so I just bought the regular version again for $3. It's a good movie. I like the Deuce Bigalow movie. I like the second one. I don't know why so many people dislike it. There's certain things about it that I think are stupid and goofy, but I think it's a decent movie, so. Next up is Bean and Johnny English. The reason I bought this actually was for Bean. There's nothing wrong with Johnny English, but it's just an okay movie to me. So is Bean, but I haven't seen that movie in a long time, and I wanted to see it, so... not a big fan of British humor, but I like Mr. Bean. Next up, we have The Family Man. This is a movie I've never seen, but from what I've heard, it's a retelling of It's a Wonderful Life, and I love that movie. It's one of my very favorite movies of all time. And I figure, you know what? $3, why not? I know it's a Christmas movie, and I'll watch it at Christmas this year, hopefully. And that's all I really got for that. Alright, next one up, Brave Little Toaster. This is a movie that I loved as a kid, and I found it for $5, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm buying it. I have not watched it, this DVD of it, but this one I bought brand new. But I'm glad I have it. You know, I'm glad it's in my collection. So next up is next couple ones actually are multi-feature movies. This is Fern Gully, Troll in Central Park, and The Secret of NIMH. I already have The Secret of NIMH on Blu-ray, but I like Don Bluth, and Don Bluth did Troll in Central Park, so I figured might as well just pick this up. I'm not a big fan of Fern Gully, but whatever. So yeah, I have not seen any of these movies in a long time. Fern Gully was probably the most recent one I saw, and that was when I was working at Blockbuster, and that was like... actually, I just passed my 5-year mark of when I left Blockbuster, so it's been over 5 years since I've seen Fern Gully. And Troll in Central Park I've not seen since I was a kid, since I was like 12. So, I remember it being really goofy and stupid, but whatever, I like Don Bluth. And with this one, I think I might actually have all of his movies now. I'd have to look, but I think I do. I don't really remember much about Troll in Central Park, other than he has a green thumb that can grow plants. Alright, next one up is a collection of 4 movies. I have seen none of these. I picked it up because I'd like to see them, mainly Dreamgirls, but this is Eddie Murphy 4 film favorites. This has 1,000 Words, Imagine That, Dreamgirls, and Adventures of Pluto Nash. Never seen any of these. Want to see Dreamgirls, and I wouldn't mind just checking out the other ones either. I got it really cheap, so it's not like I spent much money on it or anything like that. And then at the same time, I also bought this Eddie Murphy triple feature, which has Dr. Dolittle, Dr. Dolittle 2, and Meet Dave. I bought this mainly for Dr. Dolittle 1 and 2, because I like those movies. Meet Dave I've never seen, but I've heard horrible things, so we'll see. Next up is Just Shoot Me, and this is also from Mill Creek. Again, I paid like $5 or something like that for this, and I've seen the show a few times, and I really like it. I hope that Mill Creek continues to release and get the whole series out, because this is a really cool show to watch. I can't remember. I've only seen a few. I don't remember how many episodes, maybe 10. But I cannot remember the characters' names. But this girl right here, is she was a journalist, and then she goes to work for her father's fashion magazine, and she wants to change everything about it. And David Spade's receptionist, and Enrico, somebody other, the guy who plays Veronica Mars's father, is in this show, which is really cool, because on that show he's a little goofy, but he's mainly serious, and in this show he's just really goofy. So this is a cool show, though. If you've never seen this show, I suggest checking it out. Right, next 2 up I have are these are Scooby-Doo releases: 13, Spooky Tales, Field of Screams, and Run for Your Life. These are the only way you can get like the Scooby-Doo, Scrappy-Doo episodes, because they're just kind of like making compilation DVDs now instead of putting those out as season sets or anything like that. So I picked up a couple of these. I think there's only one left that I don't have of these 13 Tales releases that I have to get, I think. Or I might actually have all of them now. I gotta look into it, I can't remember. If I don't have all of them now, then there's one I need. Next one up is Season 2 of New Girl. This is a cool show. I like this show. I actually wasn't planning on buying this, but I was at Best Buy looking for something else, and I just saw this. It was $7.99, and I'm like, oh, shit. Every time I've seen it in the store, it's been $35, so for $8, yes, I will pick it up. And, yeah, so this is a cool show. If you've never seen it before, I suggest checking it out. This is actually a really fun show to watch. All right, next one up we have is Wrongfully Accused. This is a parody of The Fugitive, among other things. And this is Leslie Nielsen. This was towards the end of his parody, reign in the 90s. And I never saw this one, and I've been wanting to watch it. I've been trying to find it. And I found it at a used bookstore for $2. So I'm like, okay, $2. And this movie's hilarious. Like, I really didn't think this movie was going to be funny. I thought it was going to be really stupid and goofy. And there are parts that are stupid and goofy, but for the most part, this movie's friggin' hilarious. So I would check this out. If you've never seen this movie, check it out. This movie actually made me go out and buy The Fugitive. And I've never seen this movie either, but after watching a parody, I was like, I kind of want to watch it so I can see what scenes it was parodying, how well they did, blah, blah, blah. This is a good movie. I've never seen it. I actually got it for free because I bought a... it was one of those, buy 3, get 1 free, and this is the one that I got for free, so not a bad movie. Alright, after that, we have is Cat People. I've never seen this movie either. A lot of these movies, like I said, I've never seen, but I got it used, and I have not watched it yet. I've been trying to get through the stuff that I bought. but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But this has, let's see if I can say her name right, Nastasia, that doesn't sound right, Kinski. This is, I believe, is Klaus Kinski's daughter. I'm going to talk about Klaus Kinski in a few minutes. But yeah, I'm going to check this out soon. I was actually going to watch it last night, but then I chose to watch this one instead. This is Almost Famous. I've never seen this movie either. But I started watching it last night. So far, it's pretty good. I've heard really good things about it, so I'm enjoying it. So can't really say much more about it because I haven't finished watching it. I also picked up Death to Smoochy, which is a movie I really, really liked when it first came out. And I don't know, it's got a place in my heart because I just find it an interesting and fun movie. Robin Williams and Edward Norton are really good. Alright, these were movies that I owned at one point except for the first one, and then I sold for some reason, and I've been wanting to pick up ever since, but I didn't want to spend $30 on it, so I actually went to Walmart one day, found them brand new, all three of them for $6 each. The Mighty Ducks, D2, The Mighty Ducks, and D3, The Mighty Ducks. These are really cool movies. These are movies from my childhood. Mighty Ducks, fantastic movie. I remember seeing this in the theater. D2, The Mighty Ducks, never saw it in the theater. In fact, I don't think I saw this until it came to VHS. And then, I was never really a huge fan of this one. I think this one I've grown to like a lot more as an adult. And then this one I did see in the theater, and this one is pretty shitty. This one, it says, far and away the best Ducks yet. This one is just, you know, first one, you know, they're just a crappy team that gets better. This one, they go off, and it's not Olympics, but it's some kind of like, sort of like an Olympic game. Like, I can't remember what they call it. Goodwill Games as Team USA. Okay, so, and that one's pretty good. This one, they go to a private school, and they have to be a hockey team for some other coach, and Emilio Estevez is barely in this movie, and so on and so forth. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the third one. Okay, and then the last DVD I have to talk about I just bought today, actually. This is The Greatest Wrestling Stars of the 80s. I'm not the biggest wrestling fan in the world. I do like the stuff from my childhood, and I wanted to get this one because I like the wrestlers of the 80s. And I found this at a used bookstore for $3 today. And I was like, $3? Yeah, okay, fine. I'll buy it. That's it for DVDs. Let's move on to the small stack of Blu-rays. Veronica Mars. This is a movie, as everyone knows, had this big Kickstarter, and I sent them money, and you know, I got a shirt and some other stuff, and I went and saw this in the theater, and this is a pretty good movie. I think that you guys can watch my, you know, immediate reactions. I did an immediate reactions video for this, but if you're not a fan of the show, if you've never watched the show, I don't think you're gonna like this movie. I can't really say, but I don't think you will. I haven't watched the movie on Blu-ray, but I did watch the By the Fans, The Making of Veronica Mars, and it's an hour, I believe, long documentary. It delves mostly into, you know, what the fans did and this and that for the making of the movie, so. Next one up is Get Carter. This is a Stallone movie. I'm a fan of Stallone, as many of you may know. I actually find this movie very entertaining. It's been a while, but I believe it's his brother's killed, and then he comes back to find out, you know, to track down who killed him, and, you know, take vengeance and whatnot. A lot of people hate this movie. Don't know why. I like this movie. I have it on DVD, but it's the disc got messed up somehow and wasn't working anymore, so I got the Blu-ray. King Kong vs. Godzilla. This is a horrible movie. I actually bought this when the new movie was coming out, and I was kind of on a Godzilla kick, so I bought a few movies, and then I bought this one, and this one's kind of shitty, but whatever, it is what it is. It looks pretty good, though, on Blu-ray, I'll admit that. Next up we have is Sleepaway Camp. This is one of my very favorite 80s slasher movies. It's released by Shout Factory. I love Shout Factory. They're actually next week they're releasing Ginger Snaps, which is a very favorite movie of mine, one of my very favorite werewolf movies. In fact, I don't know how good this video is, but right there is a hand-drawn, it's a replica, but it was a hand-drawn drawing that I got from a horror movie convention that this one guy does. He does Really good work. In fact, these two right here on the wall is where I'm pointing, by the way. He drew those as well. He's really talented, and every time I go to that convention, I always buy stuff from him because he's really good. But yeah, so this is I have not watched the movie. Apparently, this is the uncut version, which I thought the Anchor Bay one was the uncut one too, but I guess I was wrong. So must be new, other stuff in this cut, but I haven't gotten around to watching it yet. I did watch the documentary. I think it's 45 minutes. Really good. Interviews with most, if not all, of the surviving cast, and really cool documentary. So this is a really good release right here. And then I like how they do the original artwork as a reverse, so I usually use the original artwork and then put a slip over it. Also from Shout Factory, Final Exam. This is a movie I've only seen a few times, but I do enjoy it. Nothing new about this. This Blu-ray is exactly the same as the DVD that I had that was worth a fortune for a while, and then I didn't sell it because I didn't want to sell it. And now here we are. This is actually a co-release with Code Red, which I'm drawing a blank on what they've done, but I know they've done some other movies, but this has all the same special features as the DVD. I also picked up Fear, which is Mark Wahlberg's first movie, if I remember correctly. And this is a cool movie, Mark Wahlberg and Reese Witherspoon, where he's basically just like a guy who's obsessed with her, and, he wants to be with her, and no matter what her father says, and this and that. It's a cool movie if you've never seen it. It's a popcorn flick is what I would call it. I also grabbed a double feature of Bram Stoker's Dracula and Mary Shelley's Frankenstein from Walmart. I got it for $8. I'd been wanting to watch Dracula again for a while, and I haven't seen Frankenstein forever, so I picked this up. I haven't checked out Dracula yet, but I watched Frankenstein, and that movie is interesting, to say the least. I also picked up Super Troopers on Blu-ray. I haven't even opened it yet, but yeah, I got it for $5 at Best Buy, so I picked it up just because I love this movie. I wish they would do a sequel to this. I like Broken Lizard. I like their movies, Club Dread, Beer Fest, Slam and Salmon. I enjoy their movies. 21 Jump Street I picked up mainly because it had a ticket for 22 Jump Street, which I did an immediate reactions for, so you can check that out. And this is a funny movie. I really like the second one, but check out my immediate reactions for that. This is Nosferatu the Vampire. This is a Werner Herzog film that he did with Klaus Kinski. I told you I'd talk about him again in a minute. Never seen this movie. I was able to get it for like $12. This is also a Shout Factory release. And I watched a little bit of the English language version. I'm going to rewatch it, but I'm going to watch the German language because I've heard that one is much better. I felt like it was a little slow and a little weird, but I'm going to check it out again because I know I'm going to like it. Other than that, I haven't watched it. The reverse side of this is actually the white side, but the black side is the original cover, so. Down to the last three here. Here we go. Bring It On, which is a movie I really liked when I was a teenager. So I picked it up on Blu-ray, watched it again. Good. I still like it, but I don't know if I should have bought it on Blu-ray. It's just whatever. I don't know what the I don't know why I bought it on Blu-ray. Not really worth the money. Okay, and then we have The Beatles, Hard Day's Night. This is Criterion. This is a very thick case. Very thick. This is, I think, the thickest Criterion I've ever seen. This is a dual, so it's got a DVD, but it's got a huge book inside. That's why it's so big. But this has some really cool special features on it. I've never seen the movie before. I started watching it. I wasn't really paying much attention to it, so I have to rewatch it because I was completely lost when I started paying attention to it. But this is a good release right here. And finally, this is a movie I bought today. I was waiting for the 3D Blu-ray, but I've just given up. I think I might try to buy the disc on eBay or something. But I got the Lego Movie. This is I got from Family Video for $10 used. Yeah, this is a movie I really liked. This is a really good movie from this year. Probably it'll probably be on my top 10. I'm not really sure, but it probably will be because this is a cool, funny movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Check it out. It's a good movie. That's it, guys. I have no more to talk about. Thank you for, watching all my videos, and, thank you for continuing to watch my videos. Thanks, guys. Just please subscribe.